Hey, this is Laura Workella with Sew Ingenious on YouTube and Laura's Sewing School. I just wanted to show you how to sew on a button with your machine. Now, Brother and Baby Lock sewing machines have a wonderful button sewing foot that is like a little forklift, and you have these little tongs sticking out towards you, and you push them down in there, and it holds the button in place for you. And there are even like lines to show you where the holes should line up, okay? Well, that's one brand. You know, every brand has its good points that no one else has. So anyway, I want to show you how, if you don't have a foot like that, how to sew on a button with your machine, because that can save you a lot of time. And this is a project. It's a tray. You can put, you know, your goodies next to your machine in it. See, I have this up close so you can't really see it. And so I thought I'd make a few of these for my shop so people can put their tools right next to the machine and not have them fall off the table. And I thought it was a fun project. It was a free project off the American Quilt Society newsletter, and I changed it, of course, because that's what I do. But anyway, what I want to do is I want to put a button. This, let me show you. The way they tell you to do it is to just sew the corners, and then they stick out like that. And that can be fine if you don't mind that look, but I don't really care for that look. And this one, sorry about that, I did sew, which is what they recommend. I'm making another one in which I'm going to put a snap here and a snap here so that you can unsnap it and it'll lay flat, and it'll make it easier to take with you instead of being in this permanent box shape. Okay, so I decided I'm going to put this flap to the long side. I guess I could just clip it, okay? I'm gonna kind of turn it inside out so I can get it on the machine all right. Now I've got these really pretty buttons like this. They have, you have to put the flower on them. I have a bunch of buttons, but not all of them match. It was like an assortment of buttons. But what I wanna do is I wanna put it about here to hold that flap down. And the best way to hold it is with Scotch tape, okay? So, you know, here's my dispenser, and I just stuck that piece of tape to my machine somewhere. I'll just get a new one as I reach for the dispenser. Okay, so I'm going to go like this to stick it down where I want it, okay, like that. Okay, now you can see the holes here, but when you get it underneath the foot, it's going to be hard to see the holes. And I do want them level if I can. I'm going to poke a hole here with a pencil and poke a hole here with a pencil so I know where those go. I think that's the easiest way to do it. I have in the past marked them with a Sharpie marker, but hey, you know, just poke a hole in that, you've got a shadow. So I'm picking a, I'm going to hold on my threads too, because you're going to see them on both sides. That way you won't get a tangle underneath. I'm going to put the center of the foot right between the holes. All right. And always hand turn it when you're first trying things out. This is set for 4.5. Oops. No. What am I doing? Oh, I got to pick the zigzag stitch. Okay, there we go. That's not going to quite make it. So I'm going to maybe set it for 4 millimeters wide, and I'm going to set it for 0 going forward. I think I want to have it be even. It's not a working button, you know, that might work. Of course, it's going to go in one place for 3 stitches on my machine because it tacks, and then it's going to go over here, okay? So I think I have to move it a hair over there, and then it's going to come here. Okay, so now that I've established I'm not going to break the needle against the button or break the button, because you'd be surprised, you can hit the needle, you have the needle hit the button and it will break the button. So I'm using a variegated thread here. Now I can hit my little tack button, which looks like a bullseye, and it'll just tack it right there. And since I want to hold on to the thread for the next button, I'm going to just lift the presser foot. I do have a cutting mechanism on my machine. So you see, that's like that. Then I can just take the tape and it will peel right off, okay? Like that, okay? Now, I wanted some space around here, and this may stick out. So if it does stick out, I'm just going to tack this down because I think it looks best if there's a little space for that button. Doesn't it look nice? And I didn't have any purple that were right or blue that were right, so I picked teal because there's teal inside of this thing. Okay, so then I can just go ahead and cut my threads, and then I'd move on to the next one. And now that I know the width is good, then I can do the next one, which is right here. Okay, so I think what's best here is maybe use a Wonder Clip. Whoops, whoops, there you go. My precarious phone situation. Okay, so I'm going to use a Wonder Clip right there. And then I can take this pin out because I don't want to hit the pin. And I will take a piece of tape and get my button. And since the flower has a direction, I'm going to make sure that the flower is kept in that direction. Up and down. And I can even let the Wonder Clip hold the tape if I want. Oh, okay. Let's see, let's get this like this. So it's the way I want it on the flap. And then I can always use the Wonder Clip after that. There we go. I don't think that'll get in the way of my, nope, that's too far over here. I want it up higher. Okay, so here, let's do this. That looks better. It's like that. And maybe I can just stick that. Maybe I'll even use a Wonder Clip on the other side of the tape. Sometimes the tape will work. I think that there's a lot of texture here, so maybe that's why the tape isn't working so well. So you see, even I struggle sometimes to get done what I want to get done. Okay, so there's that, and I'm going to poke the holes like that. Like that. Oops. Make sure you can see okay and that this doesn't fall down. I usually take the case off my phone, but I was being lazy. It's a pain to do. All right, so I want to have these to hang on to, all right? And I'm going to put that in there. And let's see, try to, okay, there's that. It's going to go 3 in one place because it's starting all over again, 2, 3 before it swings over, and that looks good, and that looks good. Okay, so now I'll do it. That didn't seem like it was catching. I know I have plenty of bobbin because I saw it before I started sewing. Okay, that looks really good. That looks really good. Okay, so now I can cut that, let go of these clips, lift up the tape, and it'll just peel away. You know, it doesn't get sticky either. It doesn't gum up the needle, which is awesome. And I still have a little residue on the button, but I can peel it off. Yeah, back of my fingernail. There we go. And so that's 2 of the buttons. I'll do the other 2, and then the container will be done and ready for someone to use. Thank you.